Hi, good morning, dear students. How are you all? Today, I'm going to talk about one another form of writing that's called creative writing, how to be creative in your writings. And today, let me talk about three important topics, that's poetry, short story, and essays. If we talk about poetry first, that how I need to write poetry, what I need to write in poetry, and what is poetry all about. It's all about that. First thing is that poetry means something which comes out of nowhere. As Wordsworth says that it is the spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings, recollect and tranquility. That when you are all alone, you get ideas about something which struck your mind, which struck your soul, and it is spontaneous thought. That is poetry. And we see T.S. Eliot, what he says, that he says, sometimes it takes a second, sometimes a minute, sometimes a week, sometimes a month, sometimes it does not come at all. Sometimes we want to write, but we don't get the idea, only few lines, and we feel ourselves as blank. As Coleridge says that it is the selection of best words in best order. Okay, but my suggestion to you as well as to me, as we are the second readers, we are the learners of this art, in this we need to select a particular title which should be catching in itself, which should be catching, eye catching, as well as my tongue catching. Something interesting is there in topic. And the second thing is that my title should be divided. I should create a mind map that I have discussed these issues in my poetry, and there should be a last conclusion with it. That what I want to suggest to the society, because who the writer is, who the poet is. Poet is the part of the society, and he wants to rectify society from some evils. For example, social media is there, drug abuse is there, ev-teasing is there, cooperation is nowadays there, dishonesty is there. So these are some of the elements wherefrom we want to recover. And I need to just create a mind map. I need to collect some ideas first. If with me I don't have much ideas, I can just talk to my friends, I can talk to elders, I can talk to those who can enlighten me with some great ideas. Okay, I had taken the great idea, and I need to shape those great ideas as I have created the mind map. So what to write in the first stanza, what should be the middle stanza, what should be the third stanza, what should be the concluding stanza. If I am going to write about school, first thing I will talk about the management first, the hierarchy. Second one is I will talk about teachers. Third one I will talk about infrastructure. Fourth one I will talk about friends. Fifth one I will talk about enjoyment. Same in every case. And in this, what poetry is the inspiration from your own experience, emotions, observation, or the world around you. So what is around you? You're going to take a deep observation wherever the fault lies, and you want to be the doctor to that fault, doctor to the society. You want to give the solution, you want to give the prescription, and you have to give the prescription with it, with your emotions, and they will understand you and they can just think about it. The second is explore the theme that resonates with you deeply or that feels passionate about. So these are the themes, these are the things which you need to discuss in your poetry. There are different forms, there are different styles. You can go with sonnet, you can go with lyric, you can go with haiku, you can go with any of the shape of the poem, whatever you want, you can go with it. But there should be some message to the society. Society should get to know about that message, and you need to give some of the ideas that what is going wrong in the society, how we need to rectify it, because you are the social mirror, you are the mirror to the society. Whatever the evils they are doing, you need to present it, you need to show them that these are the wrong things, you need to rectify their things. And the language which you have to use there, definitely it is, as I said, the best words in best order. So what is there? It is imagery and figurative. Whatever the language you are going to use, the best words in best order. Do not think about grammar much in it, because we say that we have the poetic license that whatever I am going to write, if sometimes I skip the grammar part, My sentence is grammatically not right because we have two words in a sentence, that is the content word and the structure word. So structure word we can leave easily, but the content word should be there. We can leave the content, we cannot leave the content word, but we can leave the structure word in my sentence. The second one is that language should be sensory, imagery, details, figurative language, similes, metaphor, personification, it to evoke emotions, creative, vivid, mental pictures. My language should be pictorial, it should be audible, and whenever you are going to read to this very particular piece of writing, you are going to read this particular piece of writing, you have a clear idea and you will get the picture. Definitely, if I will continue to consume drugs, what will happen to me? What happened to this very person? He started like me with some enjoyment, for some enjoyment, but see how tragic death he suffered at the end. Definitely, if I am the part of it, if you are the part of it, if anybody is the part of it, definitely we can, when we see it and we see that what happened to this very person, how the family suffered later, how his children and how whosoever his siblings suffered later, definitely the same will be with me. So my emotions should be in this particular piece of writing, it should create some effect to the readers. And the second one is, if I talk about short story, how I need to write a short story. Short story is that there should be some characters, but I have not to mention those characters in the beginning. There are 7 characters, 10 characters, 15 characters, whosoever. But there should be the characters. There should be the plot. Plot means sequence of events that you started from there, you went on, what happened later, what happened later, what happened later, and how you finished. Even though nowadays you can start from the beginning, go to the back, come to the front, and the conclusion. Later on, I will talk about that. The second, if you are talking about something which is sad, definitely the atmosphere, we can say the images in that very particular piece of writing should be sad in itself. It should look gloomy. And there should be a particular theme, there should be a proper theme, that why you started and what you want to convey through your writing. As I initially said, that you are the part of society. When you are the part of society, definitely you are the mirror of society. The writer, the literature is the mirror of society. In that particular mirror, if I am here, if you are there in front of me, what is my purpose? My purpose is, my work is to show you what your actions are. Your actions are good, you will see through it. Your actions are bad, you will see through it. You are the society and I am the mirror. So you are going to see what are the evils and what is the good in the society. And there is one another thing, that in this short story there should be, we can say, the exposition. Exposition is that you are going to mention characters not by the name, but by their works first, but by their jobs first. And there should be the rising action. The rising action should be that the rising action should be there. Rising action means that something is leading to something. For example, some characters you introduce, their works, as we see, they are in Modern Millennium. Modern Millennium is one of the story which we are all familiar about. Firstly, Hughie was there, his job was there, his friends are there, their works are there, and finally we see he has been, we can say, condemned by Laura's father, and Laura's father finally given him a task. There was the rising action. It was looking that something is going to be impossible for Hughie, but something turned out of nowhere, and it changed his luck. The fall of action was there, and the resolution was there, or we can say that our solution was there, our final point was there. And one more point is there which I want to discuss in this, is that with creative writing, one more thing is your speaking skills or your essay writing. There should be a mind map. The time is less with me right now. There should be a mind map, a clear idea of the things, a clear idea of my ideas, what to write in the beginning, how to start with the introduction, what should be the middle, what should be the conclusion. For that I have given many of the times, that is with me I have one another formula, that is